In today's current political climate, social justice and identity are both two things that are very important, especially for queer women. Identity, representation, all go hand in hand when fighting for social justice for queer women like me and for others.
But to get started, my name is Hannah. I identify as gay or queer. Typically don't identify as lesbian. I feel like it has negative connotations with it, I guess, in society, and so I prefer gay or queer over lesbian.
Hi, I'm T. I identify best with pansexuality. I guess that's what I would label myself, which kind of means that I feel like I could fall in love with anyone. It's more personality for me. I don't feel like I have any, there's nobody I would turn down just because of their gender.
My name is Charlie. I identify as queer. I think identifying as queer is important to me because that's something that has always felt true. When maybe some other identities didn't feel like they fit or were exactly right. Queer has, felt like all-encompassing and just really true to me. And so that's why it's important. I love identifying as queer. I tell everyone everywhere I go, like, I'm queer. I love it. I love being queer. It's great.
I have not always felt represented in the media, whether it be TV shows or movies or things like that. I do think it's really important. I remember the first time I really felt like I saw more of me reflected would have been like watching Grey's Anatomy and the relationships that formed there. Now it's more prevalent, but I still don't always feel like it represents who I am. So I love seeing more representation in the media, and I hope that we see more of it. Unfortunately, when I do see representation, either the relationships end very quickly. There's either a tragedy that follows that relationship, or the gay person is always killed off. And so I would like to see more lasting relationships and relationships that more reflect my life. I am married to a woman, and so I would love to see relationships that are healthy and monogamous and not promiscuous. And I feel like I see a lot of that portrayed in the media.
I have not always felt represented in the media. It seems anytime there's any representation, my girlfriend and I will watch that series over and over. Atypical is that one show for us right now. It is one of the first times that I have seen queer women portrayed outside of typical stereotypes. Being able to see yourself reflected in media is important. I should be able to see my friend group depicted on TV in the same way as friend groups of heterosexual people are.
I have not always felt represented in media. I know, like when I was a kid, you look for anything you can get, and so, maybe a Disney villain or something is like the closest you feel, someone who just feels you identify with them, feeling like an outsider or an outcast or something, and singing a dramatic song or something like that. But even stuff like the news, I don't feel like really represents us very well. I think oftentimes they'll try to erase our identities or get them wrong. So that's frustrating. I think now we're starting to see a lot more queer representation, in, the news, in TV shows and movies and stuff, and I think that's a good thing. I still think it's like predominantly cis white men. So I would like to see, things that look more like my friend group, like trans people, women of color, lesbians of, all shapes and sizes. And I think that would be really meaningful. I know whenever I see any queer content at all, I just get so excited. So I know that would be meaningful for those people as well.
As far as friendships, oh my gosh, friendships are so important to my daily life. Friendships have saved my life. So for me, I have a family who is not affirming of who I am, and so my friendships have in many ways become my chosen family, and so it's super important to me to foster those friendships and spend time with the people who matter most to me and who believe in me and really celebrate me. So I think as far as friendships and social justice, I think we should have friendships that are from all different walks of life, but who I spend the majority of my time with usually, most likely, is going to be other queer friends in my community, whether that's just hanging out and having fun or giving back in certain ways. But yeah, they have become my family, and I could not imagine life without my core crew. So
friendships are important because you need to know that you have people that will support you no matter what. This matters in terms of social justice because if your friends' political views disregard or harm your identity, then they are not truly your friend. Politics matter when it comes to identity, and it's important to surround yourself with like-minded people who will fight to help protect your identity in today's political climate.
I think friendships matter in the pursuit of social justice because pursuing social justice is hard work. And if you don't have people that have your back and that are fighting for a common goal, it just gets really hard. You just feel really isolated and alone. So you want to have friends that understand you and identify with you and that will fight with you.